And welcome to The Roar. I'm your host, Connor Pritchard, and it seems like each week it's getting more festive in here. Today, we'll move right into our first segment with our Tea Time Book Club.
And now the ivy is just invading my roses.
Oh no. Not your prize-winning roses.
I know.
Oh, hello. Today during tea time, I'm going to spill the tea on Restart by Gordon Korman. The light is harsh, fluorescent, painful. I squeeze my eyes shut, but I can't keep it out. It's an explosion. Voices are babbling all around me. You can't mistake the excitement. He's awake. Get the doctor. They said he'd never. Oh, Chase. Doctor! I try to make out who's there, but the light is killing me. I thrash around, blinking wildly. Everything hurts, especially my neck and left shoulder. Blurry images come into focus. People standing and sitting in chairs. I'm lying down, a sheet over me, white, which makes the brightness even worse. I raise my hands to cover my face, and suddenly I'm tangled in wires and tubing. A clip on my finger is tethered to a beeping machine next to my bed. An IV bag hangs from a pole above it. Thank God. The lady beside me is choked with emotion. I can see her better now. Long brown hair, dark trimmed glasses. When we found you lying there, that's all she can manage before she breaks down crying. A much younger guy puts an arm around her. A white-coated doctor bursts into the room. "Welcome back, Chase," he exclaims. "How do you feel?" How do I feel? Like I've been punched and kicked over every inch of my body. But that's not the worst part. How am I supposed to feel when nothing makes sense? Where am I demanded. Why am I in a hospital? Who are these people? The lady with the glasses gasps. "Chase, honey, it's me, Mom." "Mom? Doesn't she think I know my own mother?" "I have never seen you before in my life," I bluster. My mother is...
How awful for your own child not to recognize you.
I can't imagine.
Such a good book. And that was the tea on Restart by Gordon Korman.
Till next week. Cheers!
Now to Liz White and Cole Johnson with this week's teacher feature.
Is kind of drop, then it goes up, then it kind of goes a little bit up, then it drops. So yeah, my 52 and 0.738, I mean, it's not that good, and the volume isn't good. So do you have any questions? Hey, Cole.
Huh?
You want to make money?
No. Anyways. This week on Teacher Feature, we feature Mrs. Summers. Miss Summers is a 6th grade English teacher on Team B. Here's what some students have to say about her. What do you like most about Miss Summers' class?
She really tries to make assignments as fun as she possibly can.
What do you like most about Miss Summers' class?
The movies.
What do you like most about Miss Summers' class?
I want to give her credits for the volleyball game last week.
What do you like most about Miss Summers' class?
She makes stuff fun for us.
What do you guys like about Miss Summers' class the most?
I like how she explains everything a lot, and she's just really fun. And she does a lot of fun activities.
She's really nice, and she makes sure everybody gets included in things, and she makes sure to have fun in the class while teaching everybody and making sure that they all get their work done and get the highest in their class.
Thank you. Let's go. Huh? Woohoo, more money in the bank.
How'd you make all that money?
Cryptocurrency? Oh well. Now to Liz White with an exclusive interview with Miss Summers. Liz?
Thank you, Cole. Today we're with Miss Summers. Miss Summers, how long have you taught at Milton Middle?
This is my 20th year of teaching, and 13 years have been here at Milton Middle.
So what are some of your favorite traditions practiced at this school?
I am the cheerleading coach, so I love attending the athletic events. In the past, we've had dances, reward assemblies. All of those things make our school fun.
So what are some of your favorite projects or units that you love to do with your classes?
Okay, teaching English, we recently adopted a new curriculum that revolves around novels, and so far this year we've completed 2 novels. The first one was A Wrinkle in Time, and so along with that they created A Galaxy in a Bottle. And we just recently finished Percy Jackson the Lightning Thief, and they were given a choice of projects to choose from. They could have made a mobile of the characters and a description of the characters. They could have written a diary that maybe one of the characters could have kept on their journey. They even made wanted posters. That seemed to be the most popular one.
So what do your students take away from your class?
I want them to have fun, but know that I'm here if they need them or need me. I want them to learn and just kind of carry that over year to year and be able to come back to me if they need any help later on.
Well, it's so awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now to Lexi Shepard with this week's Music Spotlight.
Thanks, Connor. I'm here with Miss Graves. Miss Graves, what is band?
Band is where you play different types of instruments. We have different families. The woodwind family consists of flutes, clarinets, and saxophones. Brass consists of trumpets, baritones, trombones, tubas, French horns. And the percussion family, we do bells in 6th grade, and then there's drums, bass drums, cymbals, and all that stuff. So that's the families of the band.
So what do you like about band?
That Miss Graves works really well with the students and makes us actually do what we're supposed to do.
So what do you think about band?
I think it's fun. I like playing my instrument. I play a tenor sax. It's a good learning experience, and yeah.
So what do you think about band?
I like it.
And what instrument do you play?
The trumpet.
So what do you like about band?
I really like that Miss Graves, she works with you really well, and sometimes she'll let you use crutches. That helps me really well.
And what are you doing for your winter concert?
We're doing different things for each grade. 6th grade is going to do we're naming elves that are actually named after musical terms. 7th grade and 8th grade are going to do characters of the Christmas time. So characters like Santa Claus and wooden soldiers and stuff like that.
Thank you.
Now to Liz White with Christmas tree decorating.
I'm here with Miss Ballard and Miss Hall. So what were each of your themes of your Christmas tree decorating?
We did outer space. I called it Christmas is Out of This World. It was pretty interesting. But we had a rocket on top and did all the planets and stuff. It was cute.
We did what we called the Sweet Life, and it was full of candy and ornaments that the kids made, and we had gingerbread houses around the bottom of it.
It smelled good.
So what were the intent of each of your projects?
overall, the reason that we did the trees is it's actually for charity. So they sell the trees at the end, and it benefits the women's charity of Ashland. But in terms of our classes, we did it because it was construction, and we do STEM here in 8th grade career lit. So for construction, we constructed our little ornaments, our tree skirts, etc. Anything to add to that?
We had to do the engineering part of it too. We had to do the blueprint of the tree and how they were going to make the ornaments and different things like that to make sure that it would all come together to look like a Christmas tree.
So what was the setup like at the Paramount?
Honestly, it was kind of hard to navigate. They were on like these really big platforms, and I kept feeling like I was going to fall. But once we got it set up, I thought it looked really pretty. But during the actual setup, I was like, ah! But it was fine. It looked really cute, I thought. We have pictures. We'll give you the pictures.
Yeah. It's basically like a big movie theater. If you've ever been to Keith Abbey, it's the same type of setup. So you've got these great big huge seats and these aisleways to walk through with the platforms in the aisleways. So Liz went with me to help us set up ours. And between the two of us, I'm glad that we didn't fall, but the seats, they bend, so we were trying to stand on the seats to get to our tree, and luckily she was tall enough to get to the back of it and straighten everything up for us.
So overall, how would you say, rated on the scale of 1 to 10, how much fun did your students have with this?
They had a lot of fun making a mess in my room, but I would say probably, I'd rate it pretty high, maybe like 8.5. 9. It would have been more fun if we could have had a bigger tree and more kids could have participated, but we had to have a little one or we couldn't be a school. We'd have to be like an organization, and I didn't want to fight those ginormous organizations with all their money and all of their fanciness on their trees. So we were like, we'll just keep the extra ornaments and we'll decorate my tree with them.
We actually didn't have any extras in my class. We everybody did an ornament. There was maybe 5 kids that wanted to take it home. So other than that, everybody's stuff got put on the tree. It was a forfeit free tree, but all that money went back to the Paramount Women's Center. So that was a good fundraiser, as she said before. I think it's something that I'll try to do again. I think that the kids really liked it, so I would give it, 9 or 10, I think. High hopes, right?
Well, that's great. Thank you guys so much.
Nathan, why did you enjoy the Christmas tree decorating?
Because it was fun and I didn't have to do any schoolwork.
Emily, why did you enjoy the Christmas tree decorating?
Because it was fun and I got to help decorate a gingerbread house, and we learned that we're not supposed to eat the icing, but I've been eating it for a while.
Isaac, why did you enjoy the Christmas tree decorating?
You gotta work with your classmates, and we didn't really have to do that much work.
Thanks. Back to you, Connor.
Now to our only assistant principal whose head is more reflective than this ornament, in a segment we like to call Checking In with Chapman.
Still can't find
Mr. Chapman, can we sing you a Christmas carol? 1, 2, 3. We Now to Lexi Shepard at the greenhouse with the agriculture class, making apple butter.
What you guys are going to be doing is you're just going to shake the mason jars. This is going to take almost as long as the whole class. And at the end of class, we will be making cinnamon butter out of one jar, cinnamon sugar butter, and then you will get to try both of our butters and one of the apple butters.
So Miss Gaddy, what exactly are we doing out here?
Today we are making apple butter using an old-fashioned copper kettle, and we are also making cinnamon butter for our classes to try.
And how do you make apple butter?
So with apple butter, you can either start with regular apples or applesauce, and you cook it for about 12 hours over a kettle, and you evaporate out the water from the apples. And then you add a little bit of sugar and cinnamon, and that's how you make apple butter. It's not really butter because it has no dairy products in it, but it's more of like an apple spread kind of consistency.
I feel like a witch brewing my cauldron.
You need to feel it almost hit each side. You can slow down a little bit, like in your circle. Just make sure that gets nice and big. I'm here with Mr. Neal helping the ag class make apple butter. Mr. Neal, how long have you been making apple butter?
We've been making apple butter with the high school for about 8 years now. I actually teach out to Lincoln County High School, so we've been making it at the Pumpkin Festival every year. So if you come to the Pumpkin Festival, we're the ones over there next to Cabell Midland making the apple butter there. We've been doing apple butter for, like I said, about 8 years now, and the recipe that I got came from an old timer out in the county. He kind of passed it down to us, so those recipes kind of get passed down from generation to generation.
And do you really enjoy making apple butter?
You know, I do. It's one of those things that you love to see it come, but love to watch it go too. It's fun. We make at the school. We make about 400 gallon of product, so we have a lot of cooking. I mean, just making a kettle or two every now and again is not so bad, but I really enjoy it with the kids, watching the kids and learn what they're how to make a food product out of another food product and make it shelf stable for them.
Thank you.
For this week's Panther Picks, we asked if you put up a real tree or a fake tree for Christmas. Here's what some of you had to say. Do you put up a real tree or a fake tree?
Fake tree.
Do you put up a real tree or a fake tree?
A real tree.
Brandy, you have a real Christmas tree or a fake Christmas tree?
A fake one.
Now, Mr. Colgrove, do you put up a real tree or a fake tree for Christmas?
Well, sir, I put up no tree, but my wife always puts up a fake tree.
Do you put up a real tree or a fake tree for Christmas?
I usually put up a real tree with my grandmother and my brother, but yeah, we usually put up a real tree.
Do you put up a real tree or a fake tree for Christmas?
I usually don't put up any tree, but my grandmother usually puts up a fake tree.
Okay. Do you put up a real tree or a fake tree for Christmas?
I put up a fake tree.
Do you put up a real tree or a fake tree for Christmas?
I put up a fake tree every year.
Becca, do you have a real Christmas tree or a fake Christmas tree?
I have a fake Christmas tree.
Great.
And now for our results. A Minecraft stack of you chose a real tree, with 367 of you putting up a fake tree. 14 of you chose other or no tree. If you would like to participate in Panther Picks, check out our Schoology polls, which are up on Thursdays. As always, remember to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook at Milton Middle Schools. We hope you have a wonderful week, and go Panthers!
Yay! Whoa, let's turn on the set!
One take wonder.
All right,
I got
take all those balls down. Very carefully.
Jimmy!
Next week.
It's been the ag class to make apple butter.
You sure?
I can't look at Stephanie.